PEZ collectors, I'm Erin, and today's video is all about Transformers PEZ. Now there's a lot of them, so let's get started. Roll intro. There's at least 5 sets of Transformers PEZ that I want to share with you, so we better get started right away. First off is Bumblebee, and Bumblebee is from 2015. On PEZ.com they call this Bumblebee Classic, and I think that's just because it's the first series of the Transformers PEZ that were released. This Bumblebee PEZ is kind of nice. I always like it when the PEZ are like all one color, so this one's mostly yellow, and then it has a gray face, which is really nice. Next up in the same series is Optimus Prime Classic. Again, came out in 2015, and this Optimus Prime is also really nice. I like the design of these Transformers PEZ. They're kind of more blocky in style. This Optimus Prime has a blue head and it comes on a red stem. The last Transformers PEZ in this series is Megatron Classic, and again this one's really nice as well. It has the same all one color pretty much going on. It has the gray head and then the darker gray stem. All 3 of these Transformers PEZ come on a 7.5 patent number stem. Now let's move on to the next PEZ Transformers series. The first one in this next Transformers series is Bumblebee, and this series was released in 2016. They call these Robots in Disguise. So this is Bumblebee Robots in Disguise. The next one I have here is Optimus Prime, and again it's called Optimus Prime Robots in Disguise. This one's also really nice. It has the all blue color combination. The last one here is Grimlock, and again it's Grimlock Robots in Disguise, and this one's really cool. I don't know much about the Grimlock character, but I do like the green head and the silver stem. I think it's a really nice color combination. One thing I wanted to note about the differences between these 2 series, because there are 2 of the same characters, but then they also both have 1 new character, but Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, their heads got a lot larger in the newer series, and here's a side-by-side comparison of each of them, just so you can take a quick look at them side by side, in case you don't have them in your collection and you need to look for them. Couldn't find anywhere that this first series was sold outside of the US, but I know that this series was sold outside of the US because I do have them on card as well. Here's Bumblebee on the PEZ International card. I like this one a lot. Real quick, there's the back of the card. There's not much going on. It has the ingredients and some other stuff I can't read. It says warning. I know Octane is warning. Here's Optimus Prime on the PEZ International card. Very nice as well. I like the graphics on the card here. It shows all 3 characters. And then the last one here that I have is Grimlock on card. It's still very nice. And these only came with 1 pack of candy, which I think is weird. But maybe when you go to the store to buy these, they have a giant pack of candy that you could buy, because I could see, like, especially if you were a kid or something buying these at the store and you only saw that it came with 1 pack of candy, would you buy that? So moving forward to 2017, and the next Transformers PEZ series that was released have my favorite things, the PEZ Play code on their stems. So you can take your phone right now and scan that code in, and it'll unlock the Transformers part inside the PEZ Play app. I'll scan one soon, but I wanted to show them off really quick. This is Bumblebee, and of course it has the PEZ Play code there at the bottom. 2017 PEZ Play dispenser should be the same as the 2016 PEZ dispenser, but let me take a quick look. Ooh, I see a difference here. I usually have to get out my flashlight because these bright lights in here, it doesn't help to read these stems. I did notice here that the Bumblebee PEZ with the PEZ Play app code on it has Made in China on the stem, and it's a 7.5 US patent number, but the 2016 Bumblebee PEZ dispenser says made in Hungary, so they're made in different countries, and it's the same US 7.5 patent number on these as well. So that's good to know. They are a little bit more different than just the codes on them. Of course there's Optimus Prime there. On the side here is the code. I'll try to hold it still so you can scan it, or you can pause it and scan it. The last one in this series is Grimlock, and there you go, down at the bottom there you'll see the code. It's very nice. I'll see if the camera will pick up the patent number and the country that it was made in. Really interesting here, I'm looking at the patent and the country made in. In this one, the patent number is 7.5 again, but they're both made in Hungary. Let me look at Optimus Prime. It looks like the only ones that are not made in the same country are the Grimlock ones, which is kind of weird. I don't know why that happens. So I moved these over. Let's pick one of these to play the PEZ Play App with. I'm not even sure what one I should pick. Maybe we'll just go with Bumblebee here. They're all really cool. So you start with the PEZ Play App, and if you don't have the PEZ Play App, you can download it from your phone's app store. It comes on Android and it comes on Apple. So you just open your PEZ Play App. You have to make sure the music's on. And here you'll see it says scan. So you just pick up your PEZ and then you hold up the code and it unlocks it. And then you put your PEZ aside because that's the only time you really need it. Oh, this is cool. Oh, there's Bumblebee. I like it. Let's see. I'm gonna hit go. Choose your character, Bumblebee. Oh, okay, here we go. So it says Optimus Prime or Grimlock. It shows Bumblebee because that's the one I scanned. Oh, this is cool. Score to beat is 15. 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. The instructions made it look a lot easier. Wait, do I want to eat those? Are those PEZ? This is cute. Ah, no. Aw. Congratulations, new high score, 36. That's fun. Oh, okay, here. Oh, this is so cool. It doesn't matter if I smile or not because it's just like... I'll post this picture on Instagram so you can check it out. Love it. Inside the app here you can share it directly to Instagram, which I think is really neat. I guess if you have a few minutes and you want to play a fun mobile app game, these would be fun ones to try. So move these out of the way because it's time to transform some PEZ now. So here we go. In 2017, PEZ released PEZ Transformers Connectibles, and I think these are really cool. I'll show you a closer look at each one by themselves before I open them up. And this is Bumblebee, of course. You should recognize these PEZ characters by now. Here's a closer look at the back. It says customize your PEZ with connectable parts. Just snap the pieces together and create an action hero. And of course it says collect them all. Connect and collect them all. Nice. Here's the other one in the Connectibles series. It's Optimus Prime. And of course it's the same Optimus Prime PEZ dispenser. Or at least it should be. I haven't opened it up and taken a closer look at it yet, so... I've been wanting to open these since 2017 when I first bought them. But I just never did. I just always displayed them like this, but I figure now that I'm making a video, let's open them and enjoy them together. They came off the card really fast. It's almost like the glue was not super sticky anymore. Of course it comes with 3 packs of candy, and look at that old candy wrapper. The new ones just look so much better than this nowadays. Here's the package of it before I take them out real quick so you can take a better look there. I like how they're all set in this little plastic piece. First, I guess I'll take out the dispenser. Let's take a quick look at it. So this Optimus Prime is made in China. If you remember this one here, it was made in Hungary. So that's a difference already. I don't know, they look similar enough. It seems like the stem colors are a little different too. The one I just opened here, the Connectibles one, has a darker blue stem. The one I just opened is this one here. And then the other one that you already saw from 2017 is this one without the PEZ Play code. Let's check out this PEZ Play code one. The PEZ Play code Optimus Prime has a darker blue stem as well. So maybe they just changed to darker stems over time. Or maybe it's just the fact that they're both made in China. They just have a darker color there. Okay, so let's take these out. We can get into stem variations all day long. That's just like craziness. If you actually start looking at your PEZ, especially ones that they've put out over the years, you'll notice that they have different patent numbers, they have different color stems, they have different countries that they're made in, all kinds of different variations. So you kind of just have to decide what you want to collect. If you just want to be a head variation collector, if you want to be a stem variation collector, or if you want to do both, or if you really like the character, maybe you want to get them all, so it's good to know about them all. The little arm. And then the other arm. And then of course you have to have a sword. Awesome. These feel... I thought that these would be all hard plastic, but this little body is like a harder plastic, but the arms, they're like a softer plastic, almost like a vinyl or something maybe. Kind of feels like a Funko Pop. And then the sword is really like bendy as well. Guess you don't hurt yourself. Let's put his parts on him. How do I open this? Oh, there you go. You can see the inside of the parts. They just snap together. The front piece has the print on it, and then the back piece is just red. Just put that one on the front, put that one on the back. Oh my gosh. It's so cool, and I haven't even finished it yet. The arm has a little ball joint there, and then you just pop the arm on. Oh cool, and then it moves too. Here's the last one. Love it. And then of course you can't have Optimus Prime without his sword. There you go, there's Optimus Prime and all of its connectable parts. And it also looks like if you don't want Optimus Prime to hold the sword, you can just take the sword out of his hand. And there's a little spot here on the back, just like a little nub. And then the sword has a little hole in it, and you just pop it on there. And so I guess when Optimus Prime isn't fighting battles, doesn't need a sword, then it's always just on the back there. Oh my gosh, I really like this. So there's Optimus Prime. Should we open up Bumblebee too? Let's see if this one comes off as easy. This one came with grape, lemon, and orange. These graphics on these old candy packs just look so vintage. Here's a closer look at the Bumblebee connectable before I put it together. Just gonna take Bumblebee out here. Let's check them out real quick. So this one says made in China, and the older one says made in Hungary. But the one with the PEZ code on it says made in China as well. There you go. That's a difference. And then the little part. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love the logo there on the chest. I guess Optimus Prime doesn't have a logo on his chest. I like this one a lot. And there's the inside in case you're wondering. It just snaps apart and it snaps right back on. There you go. No arms yet. Pop on the first arm here. And then let's pop on the second one. Of course, Bumblebee isn't complete without its sword. So there's Bumblebee holding the sword. Love it. I like how the arms move, so you can pose them. If you don't want Bumblebee to hold the sword, it has a little nub there on the back, so you can just pop the sword on there, and Bumblebee's ready for battle. These are so cool. Back in 1995-96, PEZ did release body parts PEZ, and I'm planning on doing a whole video covering body parts PEZ because they're a lot like this. They're not as blocky as these, but I guess these have to be blocky because they're Transformers. They're more like shaped like a human. And then the arms and stuff are smaller and they're harder plastic. These arms are more like a Funko Pop feel, like a vinyl or something. So that's something to look forward to, because if you like these connectables and you want more of your PEZ wearing body parts, that's what they call them. So if you want more of that, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I plan on making that video really soon, because I've been gathering all my body part PEZ together and making a big list, because there's a lot of them that PEZ released and I think they're a lot of fun. Especially if you're new to collecting, you might not know that PEZ has body parts, so stay tuned for that video. Well, that's it for this video. Hopefully you learned a little bit about Transformers PEZ and how many different series or variations that there are, because there's quite a lot, and I thought that'd be really fun to cover with you and share all these PEZ with you as well. So see you on the next video. Bye!
I write to you in poetry with words left on the shelf, full of dust, you'll know it's just me and from nobody